Oh yeah. We're about to go a mile-long walk in the mile-round woods.
And you're gonna tell us about your senior work.
Yeah.
Isn't that right?
That's true, that's true. Dude, fuck. Didn't realize I was gonna be on camera today. We were taking a shower before.
So usually there'd be some horses over here. Or on your shirt.
Oh yeah. Cultivating Conservation.
All right, where do we go?
All right, let's go this way.
This is your field of study, literally.
Welcome to the field. Today, we're going to be talking about deer exclusion zones. Now, the essential purpose of a deer exclusion zone is to keep deer out of an area that is ecologically weak. What do I mean by ecologically weak? Well, many northeastern biologists say that northeastern forests are on the collapse, very close to collapse, that is, of total biodiversity. Now, this is because there are deer running amok amidst our forests. They're eating everything on the ground, constantly, everywhere we go. And how do we prevent that?
We shoot them.
We shoot them. That's one way. It's the American way. But we have something to learn from the Europeans, indeed. And that is to build big fences and to keep them out. We build the wall and all the deer stay out.
I thought you were about to do a Trump impression. Oh my.
No, but for real though, like, it's just you're building fences to keep deer out because deer are completely destroying the biodiversity in this area.
Okay, that makes sense.
And specifically, if you look around us, there's tons of these beech trees up. And these are the only ones. You can see that they're also... You can see that they're also all infested with these things. They all have different fungal infections. So they have a bark infection, but they also have a leaf infection. So they're really sick trees. But the thing is, deer prevent any other trees from growing up because beech saplings are not tasty to deer. But maple and oak saplings, which would previously have been in this area, are super tasty.
And so why are these growing funguses? Is it because they're not getting the proper nutrition because the deers are eating it?
No, they get proper nutrition, but there's another invasive species that's causing this fungus, and they're also causing leaf damage to leaf blight. Yeah. So the other healthy trees that should be in this area aren't able to grow because of that. Of the deer eating everything, but these ones, they're not tasty as saplings anymore.
Gotcha.
So they won't go and get eaten, but they'll also be super sick. And this leaves the forest really open to just chronic death.
Because can this spread?
Yeah, this is on every single beech tree you see around here.
Yeah.
Like everywhere. Even that little tiny one right there, you see how it has the little divots already?
Yeah.
It's constant.
Wow.
Yeah.
And is there any medicine
to help the beech trees?
Yes.
I don't know
when they're younger?
I don't know about this specific fungus, but those sort of things that you can do that keep beetles away. Yeah. That, like, it's I think, smell that keeps them away. But you can put chemicals on trees to do that. I don't know about this specific one, though. But pretty much, like, every area of the country has some tree that's, like, really fucked up in some way.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, yeah. I mean, look at that one.
Yeah. No, they're all like this. And it kills
them.
It kills them, too.
Yeah, like, if we were to rake the mile arounds and get all these dead trees out of here, is that going to be good or bad for the trees that are still standing?
I would imagine it'd be pretty bad for the trees because what these trees on the ground are doing is they're capturing all the carbon that's been stored up over time. Essentially, the trees come in and take sunlight from the sky and bring it into energy into the ground, right? Yeah. So if you get rid of the trees that are on the ground, you're going to be taking away the nutrients that the microorganisms that would break it down, like fungi, and then are able to then give it back to the trees. So you're essentially just making it have less energy in the soil, less rich if you do that.
I see. Okay.
So these trees are still able to store carbon, but they're not able to stay standing for all that long. They don't get to go, like, often to super late into maturity. Yeah,
that is horrible.
Yeah.
That's...
So
wow,
the idea...
that defeats the purpose of kind of like having a forest here.
Yeah. Yeah, and the idea of a deal exclusion fence is to try to allow things to regrow. And they're doing a lot of stuff like this in the mile around woods, like those chestnuts that they're growing out there, which have been practically extinct in the U.S. for like 100 years now.
Yeah.
This is your taxpayer dollar in action. Just
Nice.
I don't get paid shit.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
There's another one over there.
That's why I don't get paid shit though, because I can't fix it better than that.
Nice. And what are all these saplings?
Well, they're different. These ones over here, I think, are persimmons.
Persimmons.
And then those some over, like, all strewn about, that are hazelnuts.
Okay.
So we're gonna be.
And how about all of these over here?
I think these are, well, they're all a mix, so it's hard for me to know, and I didn't plant them. So, the chestnuts, persimmons, and hazelnuts I know are being planted, but I don't know which ones are exactly which location, but I'm pretty sure these are persimmons.
Nice. Oh. I think it's better to maybe get lower.
I think that should be good.
All right.
This is the location of explosion number 1.
Where would it be?
Between these two trees back here.
Uh huh.
I don't know if you can see them.
Right.
Yeah.
Right
Between
there.
those two, and they'll probably extend out about 10 feet. It won't be too big. This is going to have a plaque letting people in the public know what's going on here, because this is the only one that will actually be exposed to people, because it's kind of super ugly
Yes.
to have a big fence.
Yes.
But we also
And
want it to be educational.
Okay, so how do you decide where the fences are put?
Yeah.
Like, what is there any data that is accessible, or do you just have to?
Yeah, so there's a good indicator of deer overbrowsing, and that's the presence, high quantity of fawns. So if you have tons of fawns on the understory, on the ground, it leads you to, because they're very unpalatable to deer, so deer will eat everything else and then leave the fawns. So that's a good indicator that there's been a good amount of deer traffic through here, and there's other effects that can cause that too. But this area, I scouted it out in the fall, and it has a good amount of fawns that are going to sprout up in the spring.
Wow.
And then I'm going to conduct studies on seeing how the fences change the biodiversity of the area.
Wow. So when is the fence actually going to go up?
March or February, either one of those.
March or February. Okay, so we'll have some time then.
Yeah.
To see what the effects of it are.
Yeah. It's going to be
in the spring.
About 3 months, and then the ones that are in public view are going to come down at the end of the study, but the ones that are a little bit farther away from public view.
Oh, so like this one right here won't be up forever?
No.
Bummer.
That's it's mainly, I think, because it's just so ugly that people don't want to see it.
But are they wooden or are they?
They're metal.
They're metal. Okay,
Because
so
wooden
that's why.
Deer can jump like 7 or 8 feet.
Okay.
So wood is
Wow,
really
so
expensive, and you also have to make sure that they don't have gaps that they can just weasel away in.
Oh wow.
Yeah. No, it's like quite the process of trying to get deer to not bend.
And you got a grant. Can you
Yes.
tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. I'm doing this grant from Bennington. I'm going to be getting some money for the fences.
The college or the county?
The college.
Okay.
Bennington College. And then I'm going to also be using some money from the fund from the Mile Around Woods. So the fund for North Bennington, who will also be supplying some of this, because the fence adds up to be a decent amount of money.
Yeah, especially if it's metal. So how are you going to be putting the fence up? Alone?
I'm going to be putting the fence up. I'm probably going to have help from other students. And I will also be checking this fence constantly, pretty much every day, or having somebody else checking it to make sure that no animals are stuck inside of it.
Yeah.
Because that would be a big issue, and we don't want to have like an animal tangled up in the fence for
Yes.
all the public to see.
So in total, do you know how much fence you're buying? Like, let's say in feet or
Yeah, let me
any
try to
measurement.
remember. It's going to be about 350 feet of fence.
Wow.
350 feet by 6 feet. So there's gonna actually be 2 fences. Deer do this funny thing where they sprint up to a fence, and that's how they jump over it.
Yeah.
But if you make a second fence right before it, they can't sprint up. So you can make a small fence that blocks them. So I'm gonna be building a small fence right in front of them. And I forget what the calculations for that small fence are.
Gotcha.
But it's gonna be 2 like medium-sized fences instead of 1 big fence to prevent them from jumping over.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet. That's awesome.
Thank you for coming on my tour of the Mile Around Woods. I hope to see you, maybe in my fences at some point.
Sweet.
Not like in a creepy way or anything, like just like come check out the fences. Yeah.
You know, we didn't think it was in a creepy way
No,
until
but
you said something.
I didn't mean it like I just wanted like everybody to know, just like come check out the fences.
All right. Peace.
All right.